It is 1st of December and our intent is to gift Abraham with the most basic need of life, water and shelter. We travel halfway through the tarmacked roads and soon after we hit the rough all-weather terrain of the unforgiving Kenyan savannah as we head to Abraham's home. It's a rough ride, one that tests the commitment of Community Initiative's agenda, which is to provide the less privileged children in Kajiado with as much comfort as would help ease their daily struggles, and most of all, showing love. For once, the savannah terrain fails to charm us. Abraham is all we're thinking about and the plight of thousands of other children like him. Abraham is one of the vulnerable children that CIA supports in its early childhood development program. 3 years ago, this charming, lovable, jovial and polite 5-year-old lost his parents to AIDS-related illnesses. He has since lived with his frail grandmother, and life has turned to a bitter experience that he has to endure every morning. With no strength to work and earn a living, Abraham's grandmother can barely provide a meal for both her and Abraham. They live under the constant consternation of lack and depravity, unsure of what tomorrow lays in store for them. In one of the most previous visits to Abraham's home by CIA staff, Abraham's grandmother asked Miss Immaculate Salaon, through Abraham's teacher, if the organization would help in setting up a new home for her and Abraham. Traditions in the Maasai culture befit women with the responsibility of building a shelter for the family. Unfortunately, Abraham's grandmother is frail and old, and she could not have made the new shelter all by herself. Being a young organization, CIA lacked the means to meet this request, which was also not in the mandate of the organization. Nonetheless, later on as the World's 8th Day approached, Miss Immaculate Salaon felt compelled to help in putting up a shelter for the family of 2. Miss Salaon rallied the support of her friends in putting up the new shelter for the family. She was able to raise enough resources for the building of a new home for Abraham. It was a moment of sheer joy as the building work commenced. Everyone, including all in the CIA staff, builders and even the local pastors were there to see this family get a new home. Nothing felt as fulfilling to everyone as the heart-rending moment when hands were held in prayer and the new 2-roomed home committed to Abraham's grandmother. CIA was even able to set up a water tank to cater for the provision of safe drinking water for Abraham and his grandmother. CIA seeks the support of well-wishers like you who are interested in furthering its mission of transforming and touching lives of the underprivileged. With your generous donations, love and goodwill messages, CIA will continue trailblazing the urgent need of providing equal opportunities for children in marginalized areas in Kenya.